So it was very early in my career. My sponsor brought in a guru who had written a book on MLM to do a training for our group. And because I was a young leader, I got to go to dinner with my sponsor and this guru afterward. And we were talking about products and volume and things like that. And this guru told me, Randy, the products don't matter. I mean, all that matters is everybody spends at least $100 a month. And if everybody spent $100 a month and you just took those products and you threw them in the river, it doesn't matter because everybody gets paid because everybody spends $100 into the system. Well, boy, I thought this was brilliant. And this is back in the day, right? I was a smoker back then, and back then you could still smoke in public without being, beat to death. So I used to do this at my opportunity meetings. I was allowed to, in the company I was with, it was like catalogs and products and things, and you could get a gift certificate instead of the actual products. So every month I used to buy a gift certificate for $100, and then I would use it, I would set it on fire, and I would use it to light my cigarette during the opportunity meeting. And I'd be up there on stage smoking, and I'd burn up this $100 gift certificate and say, you see, it doesn't matter. As long as everybody spends $100, I made $7,000 this month. Minus 100, that means I got a $6,900 profit. Well, it sounded good, it looked good on paper. What happened? Within 3 months, my organization almost collapsed because there was no product loyalty. There was no passion, intensity about the products. People were just in it for a money game. So I got to tell you, this course you're about to take, it may not seem like the sexiest one, but it's probably the most important one. And we've even added to it a little. As I've told you earlier, I've bounced this outline by a lot of really high-level leaders in the profession. And one of them in particular is a couple from Norway, Urian and Hilda Saleh. And they were just, hey, we got to get more on customers, and because they do a brilliant job of that. So let me tell you why customers matters and why we're going to talk about the stuff we're going to cover in this course is because that's the difference between an illegal pyramid and a legitimate network marketing company. We only get paid when products get to the end consumer. And while it matters is because we get paid on volume, and the bigger the volume is, the bigger we get paid. So if you create a culture of you always have at least 10 customers, your people kind of model what you do. If you create a culture of you've got 20 retail customers or preferred customers, your people model what you do. You do 30, they do 30. You got 50, they do 50. That's the way it works. And what happens is that becomes exponential throughout your organization. So it literally means the difference between a couple $100,000 in volume and a couple $1 million in volume. And when your organization really gets big, I mean, it literally is millions of dollars on a monthly basis because you've built in the right customer culture.